after such a long journey. One more hurdle, and this will just make our year.
One final. We have one shot, one chance to win, in front of a home crowd, to win BUCS Gold.
We've waited all season long for this moment. We've got one chance to secure our place in the finals. Leave everything else on the floor. Let's get it. On the journey on the way to the final eights, I was like, just trying to remain calm, you know, not think about the game too much. In the beginning, I don't tend to think about basketball at all. I got my music in, just trying to remain calm thoughts going through my mind. Everybody's just got their game face on. I think everybody knows that's business time.
Arriving at UEL and going into the sports doc, I'm sure that some of their memories from last year started to flood back, but it's about this year and this team, this time. So I just wanted to make sure that they were locked in and they understood that it was business time and we had a job to do.
It was the quarterfinals and it's the win or go home basketball, so I was excited, hyper, nervous, anything you can think of was all flowing at one time.
Pre-game and getting the guys ready to perform, I try to just get all the information they need and I'll deliver it to them pre-game, and then once I'm done, the players are out there, they got to make the plays, they're on the court, so it's about delivery. First stage of the game, I was really happy with how we started. I think we came out of the blocks really well. Guys were definitely locked in. They did a decent job on the scout report in the first couple of minutes. And offensively, we made some big shots. I know Will Maynard came out and he made some big shots from the three-point line. And you just want to keep that rolling and keep going to what was working really, really well.
After half-time, they must have went up at about 13 to 15 points, and obviously at that point you think you need to do anything to try and trim the lead down.
In that moment, I wasn't too nervous, so to speak. I was just very focused on, okay, we're going to deal with this. We've been in this spot before where we've been down double digits. What can we do to make sure that we now start our run? And that's what we sure did.
Towards the end of the third, it was our ball with one more shot left on the clock, and I was going to drive, but he stepped off me a little bit, so I took a three-pointer, and then it ended up putting us by 4. turned around at the bench and they was all just roaring. So I think everybody believed that we could win, and they believed that we was going to make it through to the semis.
Starting the fourth quarter with the little lead that we had, you know, guys were definitely energetic and ready to kind of close the game out. But sport is sport, and basketball is make plays, and you know, Sheffield managed to get some switches that were to their advantage. They got some players that were really talented at making big shots, and to their credit, you know, they did make some big shots, especially down the stretch. That's sports, you know, it's win or loss by such a small fraction of a margin, and we just came up short in that fourth quarter.
We definitely should have won that game. Nobody was thinking about anything else other than just wanting to go back and replay the game, but obviously one team's got to lose, one team's got to win, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way. And even though, like, I think the pressure was so much more because we all wanted to make it to the finals because it was at Loughborough. So what better feeling to be in the finals in your home ground?
After the final whistle and you start that self-reflection process and you start thinking, okay, how can I get better? What can we do differently? That's really powerful. And you know, sometimes you do it because that's what you're meant to do, but you've really got to take that moment to really digest that information. And how can you get better? How can you come back next season that little bit stronger, that little bit more prepared? You just got to really learn from each moment, and there's plenty of moments out there to learn from.
Knew it was sort of the biggest day, one of the biggest days for us as a lacrosse team. There'd been advertisements around the campus, lots of students were talking about it, how they were going to come and watch lacrosse for the first time ever. So we knew we really had to put on a show and show them lacrosse was a big thing, and also obviously win this match, which is sort of the first ever transatlantic varsity match for Loughborough.
To show what I
both universities where we're really proud of our student sport, aren't we, John?
Yeah, very proud.
And I think it's the combination of those two things together that make MIT, for me, the perfect university for Loughborough to be playing in the first transatlantic varsity match.
I felt incredibly proud to be representing Loughborough and leading the university lacrosse team onto the field to play MIT. To hear the band playing and the choir sing and to sing our national anthem, I just couldn't wait to start playing. God save the Queen. We knew that America and England have very different lacrosse playing styles, and we knew that we had to take our game to them and not structure our game around what they were doing. So we knew we had to implement all the tactics in defence and attack that we've been working on all year, and if we did that, then we thought we had a really good chance of winning. We knew it was going to be a very even contest. They were scoring a goal and then we were scoring a goal, and neither team had a strong foothold in the game yet. And we knew that if we scored a few rapid goals, we could really put ourselves in a strong position to win the game. The score was now even, and we knew we had about 30 seconds left of the game to score, and the pressure was really mounting at this stage. We knew we had to get the ball back as a matter of absolute urgency. And MIT were defending hard, but we saw that gap and we knew that was our opportunity to shoot.
Number 24, Joe Tillis.
The stadium went absolutely wild, and the sense of euphoria we felt was just absolutely incredible.
On BUCS Big Wednesday it was brilliant. There was no seats that were empty. People were stood at the back because there were so many people there to support, and it was really nice to be on court with that support behind you. It's brilliant to see everyone in the same colour purple, everyone cheering each other on. There's face paint, there was bangers, there was drums. Everyone really came together in the spirit of the university.
Meeting Princess Anne was absolutely incredible. She came to watch the first half of our lacrosse match, and she shook all of our hands prior to the start of the game, and it just made the whole day seem absolutely incredible and so much bigger as a result.
For the final fixture of the day, old rivals Loughborough and Nottingham clashed sticks on the hockey pitch.
We'd had this journey all the way up to BUCS final, and we were there in that moment right now. There was no one else there in that change room. We knew that this was our time. We knew when we left that changing room we were going up onto the pitch to play in the final. I remember lining up as a team on the pitch. I mean, the whole crowd was there, it was very noisy, and we just thought, we were thinking about the journey you'd had to be there. And I mean, we worked so hard as a team, we were so proud. The fact that we'd got there, we knew at the start of the season, the BUCS Gold final was going to be at Loughborough. It was a feeling of pride of getting there, but also the anticipation of the game, because we didn't just want to be there, we wanted to be there to win. We wanted to win at Loughborough. We'd been there twice already in the quarters and the semis, so we knew the feeling, but this was something else. I mean, the crowd were there, it was so loud, under the lights, I mean, it was just incredible. You think you know what to expect, but it was just something else. As soon as that last flick was saved and we knew we lost, I mean, you can't really describe that feeling. It was just a bit of shock at first, you know, you're standing there with your teammates and it was very difficult to come to terms with the fact that, you know, you'd come all this way, you played in the final, and to lose on flicks, it was really, really hard to take at first. After that initial shock, you did come together as a team, and we realised, you know, we'd done well to get where we were, and although it wasn't to be, and it was very frustrating at the time, that sport, so although it was difficult, we had to come together as a team and realise that it just wasn't to be.
With BUCS Big Wednesday etched into history, one last challenge remained.
As we got off the bus, I think it sort of kicked in and set in that we'd be playing at Twickenham that day. It was probably the biggest game of my rugby career, and it was a massive privilege and a massive honour to captain the side, so it was quite a lot of pressure, but I was obviously tremendously excited at the same time.
As we were walking around the stadium, it was the first time that we kind of felt like we were a real professional unit. In the same way that other international teams kind of head through those famous gates, that's exactly what we did. And we had all our lads there cheering us on, clapping us through. You could see in the eyes some players that this is the first time they kind of realised this is it, this is the final. Going out for the warm-up, that was when it kind of hit me that we're playing at Twickenham. It was intimidating, a massive stadium. I just couldn't wait for that match to start.
Going into the change rooms was definitely one of my favourite parts of the day. There was a massive amount of focus, still nerves, still excitement. Everyone was just so excited to get out on that pitch. so much confidence in that huddle before, just looking around the players that we had. We just wanted to get out there and do the job. As we walked out onto the pitch, I remember feeling a massive sense of pride, a massive sense of honour. I remember just itching to play. It's a massive stadium, it's quite intimidating, and I just wanted to get my hands on the ball and start playing.
It meant so much looking down that line and seeing all those guys that we'd kind of built this strong season with, and the fact that we were just about to then go on and play at Twickenham, it was just an unbelievable feeling.
Really calm heads before the game. We just wanted to go in there with our game plan and play the structure that we played, and we knew when we put that into practice that it was going to work.
Daniel Grange is in. What a start for Leeds! Leeds backing up with a scoring. Spins around, is he down? He could be down, he should be. Try has been given underneath the post. One left, one right. Take your pick, sunshine. Take your pick. Coming in the corner here. Lolias is over. What a bonus at the end of the first half. And Loughborough in the ascendancy. The lead 23 points to 5 at half-time. Leeds with it all to do.
Going into the change rooms at half-time, there was a real sense of confidence from the lads. I mean, we were up by 18 points at this point, and the kind of message going around was don't drop off. Our intentions were to go out there and get some points on the board early, and to really try and end this game.
Comes the try. It's close, it's close, it's close. It could be good enough. No, Leeds are definitely well and truly back into this tie.
In the second half, the tides really changed. All the momentum kind of seemed to be with Leeds. They kind of took the wind out of our sails, really. We couldn't really handle the pressure they were exerting, and they were ruthless with it.
A metre or so out, and they're down. They scored! They scored! This game can be put to bed right now. Leeds have come back from the dead like Lazarus. This is their greatest comeback since Bruce Forsyth. Eating up the time, eating up the time. Cargill finds touch with his kick. That could be that. That is that. What a comeback. What a sensational comeback. This is a great one to Twickenham down the years, but this one could be up there. Too good. Just too good.